Hey Virgo, welcome to your October reading. I hope that you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being with me here today. If this reading resonates with you or helps you in any way, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look to see what messages need to come through for you for the second half of October. See what you could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. All right, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on for my Virgos, please? Show me clearly. Any messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in October 2022? Oh, damn. Eight of Pentacles. It flew out upright and then it flipped itself in reverse. So there's a situation here that you're like, screw this. I don't want to work here anymore. I don't want to work with you anymore. I don't want to be investing my energy in this place, in this thing, in this area, in these thoughts, in this habit, in the, like, there's a situation here where you're like, fuck this. You're like, nope, this ain't for me. Some of you are like, I quit. Like, some of you are quitting on something, giving up on something, but like, let's see where this goes. Oh, Ten of Swords reverse. Okay, look at the bottom real quick. The Tower. So it seems like you could be pulling the plug on something. Did you see that? Did you see that? High Priestess, Ten of Cups, Page of Pentacles coming out. We have Pisces energy out here. Could be dealing with a water sign, earth sign. Might be involving family matters or home matters where you live. You're keeping things hidden. That's too many. I'm not taking that. Way too many. Give me less cards, Spirit. What's going on for Virgo in October? Thank you. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely the energy of like family or where you live. It's definitely... It seems like it's impacting. Jeez, okay. The cards are talking a lot for you, Virgo. We have the Four of Wands reversed. I'm getting so like this energy is like kind of intense here. Oh, I'm just getting like a headache, like a serious headache right in between my third eye, man. My third eye is like screaming all of a sudden. Okay. I don't know what's going on with you, Virgo, but I'm picking up on your energy, apparently. And it seems like it's stressful a little bit. Feels like it's a little bit stressful. I think you're managing it quite well. You seem to have a pretty positive outlook on the things that are going on here. Like you're viewing things from a pretty optimistic perspective here. The Hangman, Page of Wands. It's kind of like you're looking over at some sort of foundation that is not solid. It's not solid. Maybe this is what you're like, you know what? This is not worth fighting for. It's not worth my energy. This is exhausting here. And so we have the Page of Wands, the Hangman, and the Four of Wands reverse. It's like there's some sort of like foundation or partnership or relationship. And it's not working. It's held together by a thread, and you're very much aware of it. And you are looking at this from a different perspective. It's interesting. It's like the way the Hangman is, he's seeing the Four of Wands like upright. Like the way he's hanging and looking over at the Four of Wands, he's like, no, but it's right. It's normal. How do I want to explain that? Like you're trying to change yourself so that it fits in with your environment, or it feels like you're sacrificing something, or you're sacrificing like your own self. You're not putting yourself it feels like you're not putting yourself as the first priority. Like it feels like you're like you're trying to convince yourself that what you're like, yeah, you're trying to convince yourself like it's all good and dandy. Nine of Cups. You're trying to convince yourself like it's all good, like this is great, this is awesome, it's gonna improve. I think you're looking far into the future and you're like, there's potential here. I know it can improve. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. I know it will. It has to. It's like you're trying to convince yourself that. And I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. It can definitely work that way. It's like you're trying to. It's kind of like the fake it till you make it energy I'm feeling from this. This might be in regards to a relationship, or it involves like a relationship as well as like family or where you live. You might be living with a person, and so it's like you could be like, maybe for example, it's like you're living with someone, you're in a partnership with, you're in a relationship, committed relationship with, and maybe it's not going so well. And deep down in your subconscious, maybe this is what you're not really aware of at this moment, is like you haven't fully reached this acceptance that you aren't quite happy or satisfied with the way things are in a living situation or within a family dynamic or romantic connection dynamic. It's definitely involving multiple people or like at least another person. And I'm getting stomach cramps all of a sudden, Virgo. Why is this happening? Literally, my stomach is starting to hurt. Like, I don't know why I'm getting all these physical symptoms in your reading, but I'm not here for it. I don't like it, and I repel that energy, okay? Maybe this is really messing with you physically. And, like, that's the thing about the High Priestess. Like, she keeps it hidden. She masks all of those emotions and those stresses and those fears and the worries and the concerns. It's like on the inside, you're like this. You're like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is exhausting. I'm not. For some, it's like you're still in a relationship, but you're not emotionally or mentally connected to the person. Like, it's kind of like you've detached from it, but yet you're still physically involved, or you're still physically in this environment, but yet you're still in it. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, you're still in it. And you're trying to convince yourself like it's going to be all right, or that's going to work out, or that it's just a rough patch. We're going to get through this, right? Like you're trying to convince yourself that you're happy and that this is what you want. But is that really the truth here? Is that really the truth? Are you being honest with yourself? Like, you're looking at what you got, and you had the 10 of Pentacles here, and maybe, you got the perfect house, happy home, happy life. You're maybe married, maybe you got children with this person. You got the white picket fence, you got all that you thought that would make you happy. You thought that you would have this perfect relationship and all would be well and dandy, and that you would have nothing to worry about or nothing to complain about. Life would just seem good and solid and amazing. And now that you have it, it's like there's still something within you that's just like, What's at the bottom? Oh yeah, I didn't even check that. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and 10 of Wands. See, now we've had all 10s come out in this reading. And so there is some sort of burden that you're carrying. There's some sort of burden you're carrying. I think you're trying to distract yourself, or you're trying to like not make it seem like it's a big deal. Like you're trying to psych yourself out. Again, it goes back to the whole fake it till you make it mindset. Like if I just try to pretend it's not there, then it's not there. It's not real. Like if I pretend it's not there, if I pretend it's invisible, then like it's just going to go away. But it isn't. 5 of Pentacles. This might be in regards to your work, your money. You're carrying a lot. I also feel like there's a lot of responsibility that you're trying to juggle, a lot of pressure that's been on your shoulders, a lot of weight that you've been carrying, and it seems like it's just like one thing after another, after another, after another. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles is someone who's very nurturing, they're very healing, they're very giving, they have a huge, huge, huge heart, very selfless kind of person. And look at how this Knight of Swords is just barging in and like very abruptly and like making these demands to this Queen of Pentacles. It's like there could be someone or multiple people around you making these demands and like asking a lot from you. And you're like, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's good. I can happily, easily, like, yes. Like, I'm kind of picking up, like, you're saying yes a lot. You're saying yes to a lot of people. But on the inside, you're like, I don't know how much of this I can handle. 8 of Pentacles reverse, 10 of Swords. Like, I'm kind of reaching my limit. Some of you physically, you're reaching your limit. Like, you are taking on so much stress. You're physically, like, worn down, tired, exhausted, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like, and yet you're hiding it, right? That High Priestess, you're keeping it hidden. You're like, I'm just gonna smile and pretend I'm good. Because if I try to psych myself into it, then maybe that's how it will become. Like, again, the whole fake it till you make it. But it's like, I don't think that's working in this situation. I don't know if it is. Okay. This is a different reading. I normally don't get readings like this. This feels like it's a very different energy. It's quite intense. Let's take a look into this. Let's dive into this. Let's figure out what's really going on here. Yeah, let me take a look. We have plenty of time. Thank God. Because I'm like, this seems like there's a lot to get into. So let's stop talking. Let's get into this. Let me take a look at this 8 of Pentacles reverse, 10 of Swords reverse. See, like, what is it like? You're like so tired and exhausted, and like you're wanting to quit something. So like, what is this about? Why? What's going on with this? So tell me about the 8 of Pentacles reverse, 10 of Swords reverse for Virgo in October 2022. Tell me about the 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords reversed for Virgo. Two of Wands. So yeah, it's like, this is you right now considering, is this worth working towards? Is this worth the effort? Is this worth my energy? Is there something better out there? What if there isn't? What if this is as good as it gets? Maybe I should just stay with what's safe. 8 of Pentacles reverse, 10 of Swords reverse for Virgo. Queen of Swords coming out. You seem very serious. Gotta be honest, you feel serious. We have the Moon and 7 of Cups. Yeah, you're feeling lost. You're feeling unsure. You're uncertain. You're having all these doubts. It's like you don't want to keep working in this environment. You don't want to keep it, this, whether it's a relationship, you're like, wherever this is applying in your life, Virgo, there's part of you that wants to give up and quit and walk away, but then part of you is just like, but what if there's nothing better? Or what if this? Or there's just like a lot of mental clutter, and you're just feeling very lost and very confused, and there's a lot of uncertainty about the direction that you're going down. And like, if you were to leave this situation, if this is where you live, right, if this is a roommate that you're living with, it's like, well, if I leave, then where am I going? Where am I living? Am I living alone? Am I living with other people? What do I do if this is a job? If I leave this job, where am I working? I should probably have some things lined up. Or if I don't, then this, and that. If this is a relationship, if I leave this person, well, then this, and that. Like, it's very complicated. It's very complicated. And it has you feeling really, like, overwhelmed. And, like, you're trying to stay in, like, an analytical perspective. You're not letting your emotions get the best of you. But at times, it just gets super overwhelming. And it just gets very confusing and exhausting. And then you're like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay in this environment because this is just too complicated. It's too complex and I can't figure it out, so I'm just gonna try and like convince myself that it's just gonna get better. Like, that's the energy from this. That's the vibe. Whew. And you're keeping it hidden. You're really just like, you're keeping it, it's all just behind a poker face. So I would say you're masking this well. The people around you have no idea that this is what's going on. This is what you're feeling. This is what you're thinking. Like, you're just like, yep, everything's fine. But on the inside, you're like, it's not. I'm dead inside. Like, I'm just kidding, but it's pretty intense. All right, tell me about, well, you know what? Why not take a look into this situation, this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles? What was really going on? If this is so good and dandy, right, then what's the problem here, right? Because normally when these 2 cards come out, like, this is amazing, this is fucking great, and yeah, typically I would read it like that, but in this circumstance and the energy I'm feeling from you, it's like, it looks good on paper, but when you're actually there, it's just not. It's not as good as you thought it was gonna be, or something like that. It seems disappointing. Tell me about the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. What's really going on here? Because again, on the surface, this looks fucking great, but behind closed doors, beneath the layers, what is really going on? What's the matter here? What's the problem? What's the issue? All right, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. What's going on in this situation? Death. Oh my God, death in the Four of Swords. They're like, something needs to change. And you know it. And you're thinking about it. You haven't quite taken the action to make this happen. But you know, like, something, like you've outgrown this environment, or you've outgrown certain people, or you've outgrown something, I think. You've outgrown something, and that's okay, right? It can even be like friendships, like, you know, it seems like you're trying to convince yourself that it's, this just, okay, right? Give me a second. Give me a second. You're trying to convince yourself that you should just, like, stay or suck it up or push through it, but, like, there's part of you that's just like, but I don't want to. So then don't fight that resistance. Ace of Swords is at the bottom. Okay. Tell me really what's going on in this 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles situation. What is the matter here? Hierophant reverse, bro! Taurus energy and the 9 of Cups. For some, look, the Lovers at the bottom. Empress, 10 of Swords, bruh. Okay. All right. Gemini energy, Taurus energy, Libra energy. I'm getting, like, congested, so my apologies. But yeah, if this is like a relationship or committed relationship or even marriage, some of you, like, the Hierophant reverse is all about breaking away from contracts, breaking away from structure, breaking away from tradition, breaking away from what you know / what you knew. This can sometimes talk about separation, even divorce, breakups. And if we're talking about, like, in this context, relationships, romance, we have the 9 of Cups, which is like, you kind of want to be independent. You want to be single. You want to be free. You don't want to be tied down right now. Yeah. You're wanting to have freedom. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not telling me what the problem is. It's not telling me, it's going to be different for everyone, I guess. It's so complex. It's going to be different for everybody. But clarifying this foundation / this environment, relationship, foundation, whatever the fuck. You want to leave. You want to leave. But you're not sure if that's the right choice. And you're trying to get clarity. You're trying to figure out, am I sure about this? Because what if this is just temporary? What if I change my mind? What if things change? What if the future might be different? You know, you might be taking a look at, like, you know, the potential of what it could be or what it used to be. And maybe it'll be like that again in the future. And, like, you're trying to convince yourself that maybe you should just stay. But what good is that doing? We have the Lovers, the Empress, the 10 of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. Like, you're contemplating a lot here. You know, if you were to just get up and leave or walk away, you know what kind of damage that would cause or how destructive it would become. Look at we got another 10, y'all. We have another, wrong card. We have another 10. We've had so many 10s come up in this reading. So you're thinking a lot. And again, that 10 of Swords, mentally, you're just so drained. Like, you've reached your max. You're kind of going through maybe even like a bit of a breakdown. And see here with the Lovers to the Empress, it's like, again, this could be in regards to a commitment, a relationship, someone that you are in a deep partnership with and have invested a lot. You may have family, you may have children together, you may live with this person, you may own houses together or have property or, you know, a whole bunch of shit. And it's not so easy to just get up and walk away or leave it behind because you poured so much into this. So yeah, wow. Okay, that's at the bottom. So let's take a look into the Hangman and the 4 of Wands reversed. So how do you really see this foundation here? What's the truth about that? Like, Hangman and the 4 of Wands reversed, what's this about for Virgo? This is very burdening. You. It's like, I can tell. And even with that 10 of Wands, I was like, you're trying to just do what makes everyone else happy. But what about you? What about what makes you happy, Virgo? It seems like you are sacrificing your own happiness to please everybody else but yourself. And yet you're trying to convince yourself that this is what you want and this is what makes you happy. But deep down in your heart, in your soul, you know that's not, you know, like, something's got to change. But yet, again, I'm, like, going in circles. I sound like a broken record. Time at the Hangman, the 4 of Wands, reverse. We got the 10 of Wands. What did I say? This is burdening you like crazy. And this is now the 6th 10. Yes, the 6th freaking 10 that's appeared in this reading. You can't make that shit up. 3 of Swords is at the bottom. You don't want to hurt anybody. But you staying in this is hurting yourself. And you know that. Ace of Swords, you know that. Even me saying that, you're like, yep. Yeah, she's right. It's like, fuck. Hangman and the 4 of Wands reverse for Virgo. Summonizing Venus. 4 of Wands. Yeah, literally, like, oh my god, Virgo. You can't make this shit up. You can't. Like, you're trying so hard to convince yourself that, like, this is good. It's fine. We're gonna work this out. Like, you know, relationships go through their ups and downs. Yeah, they do. Totally. They totally do. Like, it's normal. But yet, it's just, it's weighing you down. It's weighing you down. I'm feeling it. Like, I'm really, like, feeling this energy. It's heavy. It's really heavy. 6 of Cups. And that you can't help but look back at the past of how things used to be, that you share, the memories that you share in this relationship, in this dynamic, in this environment. You remember how sweet it used to be and how good you used to feel. And there's part of you that hopes that maybe it could return to that someday. Maybe there's still that spark. Maybe there's still that passion. Maybe it's just with all the things that have been going on in this world in the past however many years, months that's been happening, like, you know, it's kind of taken away from what it used to be. And so there's part of you that's like, well, maybe things can change in the future. Maybe we can get back to what we used to have. Like, there's part of you that's holding on to what it used to be instead of accepting it for what it is. It's a big pill to swallow, and it's intense. Time at the Hangman and the 4 of Wands reversed. The Sun. Again, clarity, as well as, like, you know, Ace of Wands reversed. Damn, and the 8 of Pentacles. It's like you're look, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, nice. But it's like you're pouring all of this energy, all of this effort, and getting nothing in return. You're trying so hard to keep a fire going, a flame that's barely there. It's like, think about like a candle that's about to burn out. The wick is super small. It's just about to be gone, up in flames, and up in smoke. Like, the flame is so small. It's barely going, just very faintly, but you're trying so hard to keep this fire going. But it's just dying down. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. And again, it's like you look back at the past times and how you used to be so happy, and you want to have that again. And you don't want to just, like, get up and walk away because you're like, well, then it's just a waste. It's not a waste, but that's how you may feel. And so it's like, again, you're trying to convince yourself that you're happy and that this is going to work. And, you know, it can. It may, but damn, this is intense shit, y'all. So, like, what's the advice about this? Like, Spirit, so now that I read the situation, it's like, well, now what? What are you going to do? How are you going to get out of this funk? 5 of Pentacles. Let's take a look into that. How are you going to get out of this? What's going on here? Why did Spirit want me to read this story today? Like, okay, so what's the solution here? What's the end goal? What's the outcome, you know? That's what we're here for. You're like, yes, what's the outcome? And of course, shit can change. You got your free will. Nothing's set in stone. So don't let the cards dictate your life, all right? But this can be helpful. This can be a tool. So how can you get out of this energy? Because you feel stuck. You feel stuck and you feel like there's no way out. So you might as well just try to learn to live with it. 6 of Swords. Okay. All right. I like that. I like the 6 of Swords. What else we got? 5 of Cups reverse. That's perfect. We also have, Wheel of Fortune reverse. So there's a cycle that keeps on, there's a cycle, Virgo. It keeps on returning. Lovers reverse coming out. This is a karmic cycle. Yep. Karmic cycle between you and another person, anything else. King of Swords. 8 of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay. At the bottom. Yeah, so you're going to be moving through this. Right now, things are feeling confusing and muddled and you're feeling lost and all that and emotional, but you are pushing through this and it is getting easier. I do feel like time will tell, and also it's just the situation that you're in, Virgo, it will unfold as the months go on. You're going to find a clear path, a solution on how to get out of this situation. But I got to be real with you. It does seem like this isn't your first rodeo here. Wheel of Fortune reverse. This does feel like this keeps coming up. It's kind of reminding me of the shark from my Animal Spirit deck. But this feels like it's a situation that keeps coming up time and time again. And you keep, it's just a cycle that keeps on reoccurring. And it's a cycle that keeps reoccurring within a relationship. Lover's reverse. You might be in a relationship or a connection or dealing with someone where the energy, the effort is unrequited, feelings are unrequited, emotions are unrequited. There's definitely an imbalance here, and you know that, and you feel like something needs to be brought into balance. So something about this situation, something about the dynamics between you and whoever you're dealing with, it definitely needs to change. Something has to change. So it's about making that change and making it happen and taking it serious and really standing up for what you want, voicing your needs, communicating your truth. And that's possibly what you're doing here with the 8 of Wands, and it might just be well received. Or, well, I don't know. 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Maybe someone, you guys, like maybe someone here wants their independence or wants to be single. And like, so this is what I was seeing here. Is like there's that communication, there's that conversation being had. I feel like this might be you trying to come across in like a respectful way, or like in a more like, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but you're being honest here. But it feels like someone is not very receptive to what you have to say, so it could get a little ugly or something. So yeah, this seems like it's a cycle that keeps on reoccurring and is going to continue to keep happening until something changes or someone budges or someone does something differently. So Spirit, what is the advice for Virgo in this situation? What's the advice here? Any final thoughts, final messages for Virgo? Any advice for Virgo in regards to the situation in October? Guys, like I fucking feel this shit in my chest. Like this is a lot. Hang in there. Messages for Virgo in October 2022. All right. We have the camel, we have the unicorn. Oh my god. Did I not say the shark? Did I not say the shark? I did. And I'm not, you know what? I act surprised, but like in my heart, in my soul, I knew this was going to come out because I knew I was picking up this energy for a reason. Anyways, the shark, like I said, this is bringing up a situation. It keeps happening. It keeps being brought up. You have a choice to make. You have to be honest with yourself and others that are involved. And yet, there's part of you that's afraid. Part of you is just hoping that if you ignore it, if you just close your eyes, if you pretend it's not there, it's just going to go away on its own. But it's not. And it's shown because you tried to ignore this before in the past. You try to trick yourself and believe that it's going to be fine or that you're happy. But deep down, you know you're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. You have to look at this situation for what it really is. And so again, this is the camel coming up. It's about things need to be brought into balance. No matter where things go, no matter what path you end up taking, the only way things are going to change is that something needs to be brought into balance here. Okay? The effort needs to be brought into balance. Something needs to be brought into balance. Because I don't know your full scope of the situation, but there needs to be balance brought into the situation. Also, the camel does talk about needing some time alone, going on solo trips, exploring, change of scenery. And the shark, the advice for the shark is like having honest conversations and speaking your truth and being honest, being truthful, even if the truth hurts, even if the truth is a little ugly or a little bit hurtful or, you know. And then we have the unicorn, which is trust your intuition, trust your gut. Trust that inner voice that's been screaming at you saying, Virgo, acknowledge this shit because it keeps happening and I don't want to be in here any longer. I don't want to keep repeating this hamster wheel. So can we please get off? That's what your higher self is trying to say to you. So unicorn, you got to go inwards. That's where you're going to find the clear path of what you need to do and what steps you need to take and what action you need to take to get out of this situation, because oh my god, damn. Oh, Virgo. This is a phase. I will say, this is just a phase. This too shall pass. We got lots of moon energy out here. Maybe this eclipse season's hitting you hard, or you're really feeling the shakeups. But this is to bring you back into alignment of where you're supposed to be. And it's a little uncomfortable. It's a little bit of a shakeup, but again, this is for your highest good. So if you could try to look at it that way, that'll help you a lot. All right, Virgo, I wish you the best. I hope that you can work this out. You will. I not hope you will. You will. But I wish you the very best, and I hope that this smooths out for you sooner than later. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. If this reading resonated or helped you, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description box. And you can find me on my Instagram and TikTok at Jadestone Tarot. Thank you for watching, Virgo, and I'm gonna let you go. Take care.